Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where it's your screwed up introduction to Second Take. Oh god, it's going to be one of those episodes. Today is May 17th, 2015, and if you are watching this on YouTube, you should have joined us on Hitbox every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find a link in the video description for the channel, as well as for this game, which is Dyscourse, a really fun kind of mini survival game slash visual novel kind of thing, and today we will be playing with audience participation. So the way this game works is every so often there's going to be a choice that we have to make, and as usual I'm going to let the fans decide most of the choices, but I played this game on my own for a test run and I found out that there are some timed choices that we have to make in the game. So for the timed choices I will make those just because of the internet delay and everything, but for everything else, everyone in the chat will be taking part for taking it in turns. Right, let's oh god damn it. There we go. Now that I've changed the focus to the proper window, I can get started. So, yes, there's another bonus story coming. It still hasn't come out yet, and it makes me sad. So there's Rita. She is our main character. Born in 1990. What does that make her? 25. And her nationality is locally sourced. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Anyway, so she has an education of a BFA, whatever that means. There's some more information. She enjoys webflix, earplugs, quiet and uneventful flights. I'm sure we're gonna have an uneventful flight, right? Yes, right. I know. I know. Yes, the paths you forge are your own. Choose wisely, everybody. We must choose wisely.
They're not gonna choose wisely. They are going to choose very haphazardly indeed.
Yes. So, oh, and we will complete this game in this one stream. Have at it, the Akamura.
Ugh. My brain feels like I went through a coffee grinder. Feels like I've been lying out here for hours. What is all this crap on the beach? Wait, a plane crash? But I was... Oh no. Alright. Stay calm, Rita.
So this is the part where it's a little different than normal, Sorry, I was reading that to myself. Anyway, this is where it's a little different than a standard visual novel since there's actual moving about and such.
Yeesh. Good thing I wasn't in that seat. What the heck was a frying pan doing on a plane?
They're closing in on us!
Huh? What the heck was that?
We will see what that is.
I should go check out that noise.
Alright, so this is how the choices look, although saying not yet isn't going to get us anywhere, so we're going to go investigate. They're calling for backup!
We're totally surrounded.
Make sure you aim for their eyes. It'll scramble the trips in their brains.
It doesn't even matter. We're done for.
Steve? Somebody else is approaching. She's probably here to feast on us, just like these crabs.
What? Are you talking about me?
You're totally clueless, aren't you, Teddy? Hey, lady. Now might be a good time to help us.
Alright, you've got the first choice, the Akamura.
Crab battle. Crab
Seriously?
battle.
They're just crabs. It shouldn't really be a problem.
We do something ourselves, but we're afraid to make any sudden movements. Besides, all I have on me is a stupid stapler from my office.
I've got my trusty metal detector on me, but they will definitely attack if I pull it out. Just get over here and help me!
What? No, come here.
Well, I might as well try to put this frying pan to good use.
Crab battle, crab battle.
Very much crab battle. Oh, okay, let's see. Yoshi, you're pretty much up now. Who do you want to save here? Teddy or Steve?
I like the artsy-looking dude. Go ahead and save Steve.
With the cigarette?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh yeah. So what do you want to do here? Do you want to attack the crabs with a frying pan, scare them, or change your mind and help Teddy? That's you, buddy.
Squish the crabs.
Attack crabs with frying pan. Damn, Rita.
Oh wait, they're just getting angrier. Oh.
Well, it sure got them to stop attacking me.
Ouch, man, those crabs are relentless. My legs are all torn up. This has just been a fantastic day. Okay, well, let's just get back on the camp. The others will want to meet. I didn't catch your name.
It's Rita. Wait, there are other survivors?
Yeah, they're farther inland. I'm Steve, by the way.
My name is Teddy. As if you couldn't tell from the nameplate on the thing.
Alright, let's get going.
Yeah. Is there anything else to explore? I don't think there's anything down here. Yeah, whatever. Shut up, shut up. Okay. There's usually... Ah, there is a thing.
Man, none of these weird plants and twigs look edible. Even if they were, it doesn't look like they would taste very good.
Never mind. I thought there was something. Ah, get over there, Rita.
Lost spoilers. TC, go ahead. I don't mind, at least.
Yeah, I don't give a crap about Lost. It's been several years. Alright, so...
Sure, let's get going.
We are heading to the base camp. Don't you think it's a little risky to take the stranger back? What if she's just a bunch of crabs in a human suit?
You were an only child, weren't you, Teddy?
No! My brother was human.
I think we'll be fine. Let's go, Rita.
Steve. Where is he gonna... How is he gonna smoke when he like... Well, he probably has some waterproof matches or something. Hey, look, it's the whole crew.
Look, another survivor!
What? I thought we were the only ones.
Heavens to Betsy, come have a seat. You must have been out for hours. Are you all right?
Okay. TC, how do you want to respond? Just pick any of these three options. And hopefully, by the love of God, we actually don't have a very long delay.
What do you think? I was just in a crash. Do you think I'm all right? Hey now, I was in that crash too, honey. We're all pretty shook up. What's your name? Rita. I'm Jolene. The lump over there with the mustache, that's my husband, George.
Hi.
Online, I'm known as Nebulord90, but you can call me Garrett.
All he's been doing is playing games on his stupid handheld video machine.
Hey!
Where are we? None of us are really sure. All we know is that we're on an island.
This island is pretty big. We have no clue what kind of stuff could be on the other side.
There's a mountain off in the distance, but it's a long hike away. We have no idea what's over there.
We've started making the best of this here situation. I got this fire built and we got started on some shelter.
So far, all we've got for food is a pile of pretzels from off the plane. Jeez Louise and sweet cream cheese.
Oh no, those pretzels are our only food.
Oh, darn. Those are going to be such a well-balanced meal for us.
He was such an asshole.
Well, if there are more of those pig monsters out there...
Rita, you come with George and me. Let's go get this boar.
I don't think that's the best idea. It's not like we have weapons to hunt them.
My Georgie has his old fishing pole. He can thwap them with that.
And I suppose you're going to throw that bulky camera of yours at them?
Well, I'll do what needs to be done.
We need to stay here and defend the few resources that we've got left.
Come along, Georgie. We don't have time for this, and I don't trust these hoodlums. Rita, you ready? Let's go.
Alright, TC, you have the choice. What do you want to do? Stay, go after the boar, or stay here and protect the food, or I'm not ready for all this. It's probably a wussy's way out.
Let's get it. It's bacon making time. Yeehaw! That a girl!
Wait, hold on a second. You're just going to leave the three of us alone?
I'll let TC have that choice, so go ahead and take the top one. Rachel.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Don't worry, Garrett, you still have half the group left. You guys will be fine.
What are we supposed to do if something attacks us here?
Ugh, y'all are as brave as a bar of soap.
Jolene's adorable. Ooh, now this is a more important choice, so I'll give this one to Tink. Do we order them to defend the camp, or do we advise them to hide?
You should hide. Just hide, keep yourself safe. Won't be long until we're back.
This doesn't sound like a very solid plan.
Just stick your head in the sand like one of them emus.
I think I'll probably use a bush or something instead.
George and Rita, let's get moving.
There it is!
We need to be careful or it will run away again. Maybe I can stun it with my camera flash.
I've got my trusty fishing pole here. Too bad it broke in the crash. I might be able to hit him with it. Alright, so what's the plan?
Hang on, I'm thinking.
Okay, so... let's see. This is you. You're up.
Let's have Jolene flash her camera. Jolene, flash the boar with your camera. Maybe you'll stun it. Flashing the camera when it's looking away isn't a good idea.
So this...
You're probably right.
This part of the game is the only time where you have the chance to back out of something, and the game is doing a very good job in teaching you to actually think through what you're wanting to do.
So, George, throw your fishing pole.
This thing is weighted kind of goofy. I don't know how well it's gonna work.
Okay, good call, better not. Throw the frying pan. I'm gonna throw my frying pan at it. Are you sure that's a good idea? Can you really throw it this far? I think I can do it. What? Whoa! Shit. Oh, man. What was that? Did you really think you were going to hit the ball from here with a frying pan? I guess I'm just not as strong as I thought. Whoops. It's getting late. I think the hunt is a lost cause at this point. Let's just get ourselves back to camp. Maybe the others have better news. Whoopsie.
Yeah, this isn't good, especially since we've lost a bit of our food, too.
I guess it was kind of stupid to throw this.
Oh, no.
Oh well, lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson learned for the next playthrough.
Not a trace of them. Those boars sure are fast. Is that a clipboard?
It is a clipboard.
Huh, a clipboard. That's unusual. Hey, this paperwork is labeled die-cast air.
Dynast. Oh, that is Dysist. I thought it was Dynast. Okay, Dysist.
This must be from the plane.
What is it, Rita?
It's a maintenance checklist for the plane. But nothing's checked off.
A spare copy, maybe?
No, wait, there's a date on this. Our plane hasn't been inspected since 1991?
What? There's no way that's legal.
No, definitely not. I mean, I could be misinterpreting this or something, but still, I think I'll hang on to this paper. If we ever do get off this island alive, I certainly want some answers about this.
Yeah, you go, Rita. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here to examine.
The desert looks like it goes on forever. It's like an ocean of sand and rocks. The shadows are getting longer. Usually I'd just throw back a coffee and stay awake, but that's not really an option here.
Yeah, I think that is it. Yep, that is it. Alright, let's head back to camp.
Let's jet, honey. Yeah, let's go.
We're not off to a good start when the boar just made off with half our food. Finally, you guys shouldn't have left us. All right, Yoshi, go ahead and pick one of those dialogue options.
Calm down.
Calm down, Teddy. What's the big deal?
Calm down. No way. They're out to get us.
They? Who's they?
The beasts of this island.
Yeah. There was definitely more than just that one boar.
Oh, y'all are just belly aching. What even happened?
More boars showed up. We needed everyone here. You shouldn't have listened to Jolene. We needed to stay together, Rita.
It's like they have a hive mind. It was all a part of a bigger plan. The first boar was just a distraction so the others could feast upon our flesh.
We hid as you suggested, Rita. Nobody was hurt, but the boars made off with our pretzel bags. Plus, it doesn't look like you guys have brought anything back.
Let's see. Kalo's up for this one. Whose fault is it, Kalo? Ayla says, God, Teddy is a pain in the arse.
I agree.
Oh, he gets worse, believe me. It's fun.
Blame Jolene.
Jolene.
Kalo says, blame Jolene.
It's Jolene's fault. Yeah, thanks to Jolene here. What? How dare you? It was your utter incompetence that lost us our meal.
It doesn't matter whose fault it was. You all failed.
TC, how do you want to retort to that one?
You didn't help either. You're quick to blame us. Maybe you should have been helping us.
We thought it was a little more important to try to protect the food.
Stop fighting. This is getting us nowhere.
This isn't good. This is not good at all.
Well, we set it up a bit of a shelter early this morning. Grab a torch and we'll show you the shelter we've made.
Alright. Yoink. Go ahead, everybody. Keep going. Okay, so for this part, we have a nightly chat where we have to choose 3 people to talk to. So what I'll do is when your turn is up, you can select who to talk to, and you can select all the options. You'll see in just a second.
Wow, you guys actually put together a pretty decent shelter, all things considered. I guess this is our home for now until we get rescued. This torch won't last forever, but I should have enough time to talk to a few people.
Alright, so first up is... let's see, we're skipping Tink since she's not here apparently, so Tech Guru. Here we have our 5 peeps. Choose the one you want to speak to, and you can choose all of the options upon speaking to that character. The redhead with the cigarette is Steve, so we will talk to him.
Finding you on the beach was a surprise. We were pretty lucky you were there, I guess.
Yeah, that was oddly disorienting to wake up to.
Yeah, Teddy was looking to find some supplies on the beach. All we found was that horde of crabs.
Him and me.
Yeah, you may have been better off without this group. We don't bring a whole lot to the table.
Alright, how do you respond to that, Tech Guru? Do you disagree? Do you say they seem alright? Or that a group beats being alone? Select one of those 3 options.
Yeah, you seem to be right. We're having a hard time working together so far.
That's just the way things work, Rita. People are put on this earth to let each other down.
Oh, come on now. The world isn't all that bad.
It isn't all that good either.
Well, let's get some rest.
Alright, so that's the first one. Rachel, you're up next. Select one of the other 4 to speak to.
Let's talk to Teddy. That can be funny.
This whole system is simply outrageous.
What are you even talking about?
Oh, isn't it obvious? This is a test! The government wants to see if we're qualified.
Qualified?
Do I have to spell everything out for you? We're being watched. I saw some sort of government agent on the plane. I have reason to believe he was following me. How do you respond?
I think you're being paranoid. Don't you think you're being a little paranoid?
We are all playing here because we have a special set of skills. They need us for something.
I do make a mean latte. But I don't think that qualifies as a government agent quality skill.
Look, I don't know what scheme or task they're being tested for, but I don't like it.
This torch won't last much longer. I could probably sneak in one more chat.
Teddy's a doof. All right.
He's a narcissist.
All right, Yoshi, you're up. Which of the three would you like to speak to, or have Rita speak to?
Big mustache.
Big mustache. Oh yeah, that's my voice. I'm ready for a good night of sleep.
Yeah, we'll see how the sleeping on the sand goes.
I suppose we can't be too picky.
Why don't you and Jolene sleep next to each other? You two are married, aren't you?
Well, Jolene has been complaining about my snoring recently, which is odd because it never used to bother her.
Sorry, I guess that's not my business.
Oh no, it's fine. Man, I sure wish we could have gotten that boar.
Yeah, that was a little harder than I expected.
What did you expect? That thing is as big as you are.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to do it.
Reminds me of wrestling my cousins back on the farm. I was younger than all of them. That didn't stop me from putting up a fight, though.
Did you ever win?
Once in a blue moon. Now that I think about it, though, they probably just let me win so I wouldn't quit. Ah, that's where that ends, apparently.
The torch is too low. It's time for me to go to sleep. Doesn't look very comfortable, but I guess it'll have to serve for the night. Might as well try to get some shut-eye.
Ah, we have no food. We have no hope. Everybody is sad and angry at each other.
Well, they could have had crab and boar meat.
They really could have.
Huh. Looks like we actually made it through the first night alive. Yay.
I'm ready to get things done today.
I don't think you should be doing anything today.
Aw, what do you mean?
All you did yesterday was make things more difficult by leaving.
Well, I'm gonna help you. You might need me.
Fine, if you insist. I've got a headache already without having to argue with you.
Maybe someone planted something in your brain while you were asleep. Which one of you was it? Speak up! I suspect Garrett.
Huh? Why me? Alright, guys. I think I just need some coffee.
Caffeine withdrawal. Makes me feel like I'm in college again. Drinking something usually helps.
Not salt water.
I'm going to check the wreckage for supplies. Maybe my string of bad luck will end.
Who knows? There may be some water from the plane as well.
We need to signal for help if we ever plan on being saved. And this choice goes to Kalo. What do you suggest we do? All the pressure is on you, buddy. And Ayla says she's going to be blunt. She can't stand Teddy and wishes the crabs had nommed him. Alright, Kalo chooses.
Let's explore the crash site. Steve's right. There could be valuable supplies that were on the plane. What are words? All right, dear. I'll help you two dig through the plane wreckage then. Someone should go look for a lake or a spring with fresh water. Send Garrett. He seems like the kind of guy that could use a trip.
Oh,
stop whining. It won't be that hard to look around the island.
This is not a solo task. There is no way I can get the quest reward alone.
Take George with you. He's the best help you can find. Just go, Gary. You'll be fine.
Alright, do your thing, guys.
Okay, Steve, do you know where the wreckage is?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss. Just follow me, it's not too far.
Alright, lead on. I like how Rita and Steve and Garrett all have dark circles.
Oh, yeah.
Sure is crazy to see all of this. It's hard to believe that anyone could survive that.
Why were you on the plane?
I was nominated to compete in the International Latte Art Championships.
Wait, so what do you do for a living?
I normally work as a barista at a local coffee shop.
Sounds better than my job.
Going to college hasn't really paid off yet.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
If you ask me, college ain't even worth it.
Nobody asked you.
Well, I'm just saying, my George never went to the college. He takes me on vacations multiple times every year.
That's really great, Jolene.
Steve, were you on some business trip or something?
Well, I was forced to go on a vacation by our staff therapist.
A forced vacation? That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, well, I threw a stapler across the office at my boss.
And you didn't get fired?
I was given the "you're a valuable asset to the company" speech. They still neglect to promote me, though.
Kalo says Steve's the murderer.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, here we go.
That would make a good paperweight.
One thing I like about the design of the game is you can only examine things once. Like that. I can't examine this again, which is nice. It helps keep you focused.
Why do you have to stop and look at every little plant we come across, dear? Us city folk don't get to see nice flowers all that often.
I'm allergic to, well, everything. I'm not going to be sniffing any of those.
God damn, Steve is depressing. Let's see. Nothing here, nothing here. Okay. Yeah, let's investigate the plane further. I'll make the executive decision on that one.
There's probably some useful stuff lying around in here.
That piece of metal there. Why don't you see if you can lift it?
Jeez.
Wow.
Ugh, it's way too heavy. Jolene, get over here and help me.
Nice. You guys are pretty strong.
Dude, get out from okay.
Well, it comes from working on the farm all those years. Do they teach that in those colleges of yours? Actually,
Hey, let's focus, guys.
just start looking for supplies or whatever.
Oh, I think I see something over there. Oh, awesome. It's a box of emergency flares. This will be useful. Weird. It's kind of smells like alcohol over here.
Oh my goodness, that ain't alcohol, it's jet fuel. Steve, your cigarette.
Oh,
God.
I'm surrounded.
Fuck.
Stay where you are.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Just stay where you are, I'll think of something.
Oh, hurry up and think of something fast. I don't think I have much time.
Look there at the tail, we could push it over to make a bridge. Come on, Jolene. That should work, come on.
Boof.
Good work, you two. Haha.
We did it.
Not only did we make it through all that, but now we've got these flares as well.
That's sure to be helpful. Looks like it's starting to get late. We should get back to camp. This place is burned up anyway. There's nothing left here.
Some bouncy flames.
Again, I question how he even managed to light the cigarette in the first place. Anyway.
Well, we found these flares.
It was a rough run, but we made a pretty good team.
Oh, on that note, we weren't able to get any water. Can anybody do anything around here? I feel like I'm back at the office. Well, I spent most of the day lost. Are you serious? How? Wasn't George with you?
He thought he knew where he was going. We got a little separated.
All the plants look the same.
Let's just get some shut-eye. We can look into it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we could all use some rest. I'll grab a torch. We should find our way over to the tent.
Things are progressing a lot faster now. I don't feel so bad about the lag. Come on, everybody, go to the left. Okay, so TC, you are up first. Select who you would like to talk to, and then you will get all the choices for that dialogue conversation. Conversation dialogue. Dialogue tree. I think you know where I'm going with this. I did not expect everything to flare up like that. That was kind of scary.
Boom.
Okay. TC selects the guy in the gray skull armor, which would be Garrett the gamer.
It sucks that when we weren't able to get that water.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out soon.
I just hope that I don't get kicked out of the guild for this.
I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
I have to get off of this island.
Alright, how do you respond, TC? And yes, I was screaming too when the flames went up. I did not anticipate that.
Suddenly fire!
Exactly. The worst kind of fire. Alright. TC selects. TC selects.
We'll get out of here. Don't worry, Garrett. We're gonna get out of here.
I'm holding you to that, Rita. I really can't afford to be stuck on this island right now.
What? What do you mean?
I can't even complete a simple fetch quest for water. What if that means I'm going to fail my IRL quest because I'm stuck on this island?
What are you talking about? This is real life. What quest is so urgent that you can't do it later?
Without my help, all of my friends will be homeless.
What? Alright, TC, how do you want to respond?
Are you paying rent for them? Are you paying rent for them or something?
You could say that. They're going to lose their home if I don't finish my quest.
Well, let's just make sure we get off this island then.
Thanks, Rita.
Aw, Garrett's so nice. Probably, maybe. Okay, Tech Guru, you're up. Select which of the remaining 4 you would like to speak to, and you will have all the dialogue choices. Tech Guru wants to speak to Teddy. Hi, Teddy. I'm telling you, we must come up with a plan to signal for the passing boats and things.
Maybe we can get around to that tomorrow.
The longer we wait, the more opportunities we may miss. Alright, Tech Guru, how do you respond? Doing that voice is starting to hurt the back of my throat, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Good voice.
Thank you. Alright, Tech Guru selects.
You're right. Suppose that makes sense. We'll have to take care of it tomorrow.
Good. I'm glad you're seeing it my way.
Now, let's get some rest.
I concur. Alright, Kalo may or may not have been skipped in that, so Kalo, you get to select the third person. So who would you like to speak to? And you will have the dialogue options for everything. Mustache Dude. Kalo selects Mustache Dude, who is George.
So you and Jolene travel a lot?
Oh, yes, she loves to travel.
Only her?
Oh, well, I didn't mean it. I don't really mind. I do miss the safety of home when we're gone. I do it for Jolene, though.
You two must really love each other.
Well, yes. Yes, we do.
Why the hesitation?
Oh, I don't know. Things have been different lately. And Kalo, how would you like to respond to that? TC says my Teddy voice sounds like a combination between Tired Pyro and Dr. Mr. Bad Touch.
Chooses how so?
Yes, the Akamura is
Kalo
gently punching me in the face for saying that. Anyway. Okay, the Akamura.
How so? How have they been different?
Oh, I don't know, just lots of little things. I'm sure that it's nothing. I'm just being a little paranoid. Maybe getting stuck on this island will be good for us. we can have a simple life away from everything for a little while. Alright, Kalo, how would you like to respond to that? The fans like Dr. Mr. Bad Touch. You are the one who does not like Dr. Mr. Bad... Is there a reason you're poking my throat? God, that felt weird. Kalo selects the top option.
Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe the two of you just weren't meant for each other.
Well, maybe you're right. I need me some rest. Have a good night, Rita.
For sure. The torch is too low. It's time for me to go to sleep. Man, what a day. Might as well try and get some shut-eye. Just gotta plant that torch next to my hair.
Yep. I'm
And
sure everything will be
George's
fine. Day 3. No food, no water for 2 days. Somehow we are still alive.
One more night down. I'm gonna need to stretch my legs and move around.
You're right. Sure would be nice to take a walk.
I'm starting to get pretty hungry.
We're going to go days without food. Just stay strong. Can we focus here? We have to figure out what we're doing today.
I'm ready to start the day. We got this.
Since when did you become the optimistic one?
Well, I know we're going to be saved, so we may as well work hard to make sure we survive. You seem really pretty sure that people care about us. I've got it on good authority that we're going to be okay. Whatever keeps you going from getting crazy, I guess. We've got these flares from the wreckage. I'm sure they'll be useful somehow. But we still have no source of fresh water. Yeah, that's bad.
Really bad. Alright, so... let's see. If we started the rotation over, Rachel, you are up. How would you like to help today?
I'll help Garrett get water. It's a pressing issue. Water's important. I'll come with you, Garrett. We'll make sure to get some this time. We'll bring our empty airline bottles with us to carry it in.
Whoa? Okay.
Rita, you said last night that you thought building the signal was a priority. I'll let you have that one still.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind, Teddy. I don't think making a signal is that important.
Ugh, fine. Go look for your stupid water. I'll come with you too, just in case you need a hand.
Thanks, George.
Maybe one day you'll start listening to me.
But it's not this day.
What? How dare you?
What are the rest of you gonna do then? Alright then, Teddy, Steve, and I should go look for some food.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Let's create more opportunities to get lost or killed.
God, I just want to pimp smack each one of these characters for different reasons.
Suck it up, Steve. The alternative is running out of food. Alright, everybody, let's get a move on.
Nothing can possibly go wrong with this, can it?
Well,
You know, it's too bad that my trusty fishing pole here got broken in the plane crash. If we actually found a pond or something, we could have gone fishing in it.
the only thing of mine that survived the crash was my game brick. I clung on to Bricky with my life. I don't know what I would do without her.
That toy there is your life?
What? How dare you? Shh, it's okay, Bricky. The scary mustached man didn't mean it.
Alright, guys, let's focus. We're here to find water.
It's hopeless. There's no water out here.
Let's not give up just yet. There's gotta be some trace of water around here. Let's split up and search the vicinity.
Okay.
What's this thing?
That would appear to be an old, dried-up pool. Water probably flows into it when it rains.
So there was definitely water here?
Sure, but that won't help us much. It's dry as a bone now.
But if you dig, you can find water.
Oh yeah. Of course, we don't really have a shovel or anything to work with either.
We'll just use Garrett.
Yeah. By the way, I'm playing with a gamepad, but you don't have to play with the gamepad. You can play with the keyboard. Anyway.
Ugh, it's not much cooler in the shade. Roasting out here.
That scarf probably isn't helping. Okay.
Huh? What are these?
Those are animal tracks. They look pretty fresh too. Animals need to drink too. I bet if we follow these, we will find water.
It's Yoshi, right? Who's up? I think.
I want to look around more.
Okay.
I just want to look around here for a minute.
Let me know when you're ready to leave. Let's see if there's any, because I saw that thing.
Just another crack in the dusty ground. Looks completely dry.
I guess that's our only option, so we may as well start in. So I'll just
Let's head out.
Oh, all right, we're off. Come on, Garrett. Since that wasn't much of a choice, Yosh, I'll give you the next one as well.
Yay.
Whoa, it's raining too.
Well, we found water. Of course, it had to start raining just before we got here.
Well, wait. I think I just saw something moving there.
I doubt it was anything. Let's just get the water and get back to camp. All right, Yosh, I'll give you that choice. Who do you want to send?
George.
We'll send George?
Yeah.
Okay.
George, why don't you go?
Fine, fine. Let's just get this done. All right, Kalo, you'll have the next choice. Ugh, my feet are stuck in the mud. I can't move. Oh, God.
Snake!
Somebody get me out of here. My fishing pole will be useless against it. Okay, Kalo, how would you like to solve this? You can have Garrett throw the game brick, or we can use our frying pan, or George can throw his pole at it. Please select one of those options, Kalo. Alright, Kalo selects.
I'll use my frying pan. Not even close.
No.
Oh, God! No!
George!
Well, at least the snake is leaving.
Yeah, but now I got these big holes in me. Sure hope that thing wasn't poisonous.
Yikes. I guess we'll find out. Let's get you out of this mud. Should have thrown the grain brick. We should collect the water we came for before something else shows up.
Don't have to tell me twice. Let's hurry.
Get your frying pan, Rita.
Single-minded focus.
Okay, everybody's alive for the time being, and we've filled all our bottles. We should probably head back to camp before it gets too dark. Okay.
Sure is funny that a snake could live in a pond only twice its size. Kinda reminds me of a piece I made in my surrealist nature visualization through sculpture class. Got a C on it because my professor didn't get it. More plane debris all the way out here.
It's crazy how far it's spread.
Yeah, wait, doesn't this piece look strange?
What do you mean?
It's, this is duct tape.
What?
First those maintenance papers, and now this. Dyscourse Air is gonna have some explaining to do regarding their safety standards.
Okay. Wow, that sure is duct tape.
I think I saw a documentary about this peyote stuff before. College days are over though, and I don't think now is the best time to experiment.
Aww.
Peyote!
Rita experimented when she was in college. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's head back to camp.
Hopefully we make it back before the poison finds my bloodstream. Oh God. I just want to see my dear Jolene once more.
Don't talk like that, George. Everything will be okay.
Ayla says goodbye, George, and it was nice. It was nice knowing you. And Jolene is going to be pissed. We'll see. Oh yeah, he has the two little band-aids on his arm.
That was really loud.
That sounded awful close. I wonder if it struck anything. I hope the others are doing all right in this weather. TC, go ahead and take this one, but I'll give you the next one as well, since this isn't much of a storyline decision. How would you like to respond to what George said? Kalo says, please, or he's hoping that Thunderbolt struck Teddy.
With any luck.
And TC selects?
I hope so, too. Let's hurry back to camp.
Right. Everyone seems in one piece.
Woot. Guess what, everyone? We were able to get water.
George got bit by a snake, though.
A valiant injury for a valiant warrior.
Oh, there were snakes back on the farm, but they didn't do too much.
This was a lot more colorful than the snakes back on the farm, though.
Is there anything we can do to help him? Just keep him hydrated and we'll hope for the best. Anyway, we should all take a drink now that we can.
I kind of like this animation that you see him actually passing it out to everybody. It's kind of nice. Much appreciated. Water is the only thing that we can't go without for a while. God, that was a hard sentence. Sorry, I'm getting delirious from this poison.
Now we're going to be fine, Georgie.
I almost forgot. I saw a light offshore while I was wandering down by the beach.
Really? That's great. Maybe we can build something to get out to it.
Maybe. It looked pretty far out. I'm not really sure what it was.
How did the search for food go? A whole lot of nothing.
There doesn't seem to be anything edible on this island.
If the weather doesn't get us, the lack of food sure will. Well, it ain't all bad news.
What do you mean? We saw something out in the distance. It was on that mountain.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there was some sort of structure. It was definitely man-made.
That structure could be 100 years old. It's no doubt a possibility, though. There ain't anyone else out here. What would anyone want on this old island? I think you guys are just seeing things. None of this matters without a signal, though. We're all gonna die out here.
What's going on, Teddy?
Nobody is listening to me. We have to find a way off this island.
Teddy, I'm sure they know the plane went down. Bet they're looking for us right now.
Why doesn't anyone understand? Things like this don't just happen. We're being tested.
Teddy, I think you're being ridiculous.
You don't get it. So, TC,
tits, man.
TC, how would you like to respond to Teddy? Let me know. Ayla says that voice is nasty, which means I am doing my job.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay, nasty voice. It's good having now, what, 4 voices I'm up to? Alright, TC selects.
Alright, I'm listening.
Good. You will have to if you want to survive. This is a high-profile operation. We must find our special skills that we have been chosen for.
Alright, Teddy, maybe you're right. We all have a lot to deal with.
Maybe we should continue this over by the tents where we can keep dry.
Right, I'll grab a torch.
Alright. I think I will leave it up to the viewers for who they want to talk to every night. So, yeah, Tekuru, you'll get first choice, but we'll cycle back to Kalo then. So, Tekuru, who would you... Oh, never mind. Maybe we don't have the option here. You're lying, buddy.
This rain is getting worse. It's really cold.
Well, this shelter is keeping us pretty dry right now. It's a lot colder out in the rain.
We'll make it through the night. We can find something better after the storm tomorrow. Why do that when we can leave?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Where would we even go? Inland. We can find better shelter there. Maybe there's somewhere that the water won't get in. We could get lost in the storm and never find our way back.
We could get hypothermia and die.
I think it's a better idea to wait until morning. Then we can look for a better shelter. Rita, you're being pretty quiet. Don't tell me you're on their side. Alright, Tech Guru, pick from here rather than choosing a person. Important choice. What would you like to do? Find better shelter, stay here, or ask everyone else's opinion? TC asked if Teddy gets worse, and he kind of sort of does, yes. Alright, Tech Guru selects.
Let's find a better shelter. Can you increase the chat size? You can actually do that in the options too.
Wow,
Yeah, the A
Tech
button.
Guru. It's a possibly dying is a good idea.
Alright. Teddy's right. We should find
Then
better
the
shelter.
numbers.
Alright, go ahead, Yosh.
I guess.
I'm still not sure that this is a great idea.
We don't have a lot to lose here, George. Something's sure to go bad if we stay here in this weather.
Alright, alright. Enough talk. If this is what we're doing, let's head out.
Wait, we forgot the flares. We need to go get them. Oh, for Pete's sake, we don't have time for this. Just hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright. Gonna go get the flares.
Going to get the flares, going to get the flares, going to get the flares, flares, going to get the flares. Okay, let's go. Come on, everyone. Keep up and try to stay close.
So far, so good. Also, everyone's choosing opposite things than I chose, so 99% of this is a surprise. And it's making me happy. It's a cave! I knew this would work!
Wait, where's Jolene?
Oh, shit.
I could use a little bit of help here.
So you're like,
Whoa, is that a jaguar?
let's get out of here.
No, it's a cat.
Nobody
Sorry
stands
out here.
Nobody stands a chance against that thing. And let it have Jolene, not a chance.
Ah!
Jolene, hang on, I'm coming. Fuck yeah, go fight the jaguar, George. Take this, you big pussy. Back. Ah! Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no!
That was a bad idea of mine.
This is impossible. Oh, Jolene, I'm so sorry. We need to get out of here. We're still in danger. But my George! If we don't get somewhere safe, we're done for, Jolene. George wouldn't have wanted us to die out here.
Oh shit.
They all ditched.
Yeah, well, we've lost George, and I'm down to just one very annoying voice. Enjoy that, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Whoa, this cave is awesome!
Did she just put the torch right next to the flares? That seems like a bad idea.
What if there's treasure buried here or something?
Not now, Garrett.
Oh, sorry.
Are you okay, Jolene? I can't believe he's gone. I can't believe I ever... Oh, Georgie, what have I done? I'm so sorry, Jolene. I loved him so much. Well, let's try to get some sleep. If we're lucky, this cave won't flood.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, everybody. Tekuru says I shouldn't worry about it since George was probably gonna just die anyway from his snake bite. But I'm sad.
I'm exhausted. That was not the greatest night of sleep I've ever had. Looks like some of the rainwater collected in puddles here. That's convenient.
I've always slept better in storms. There's something beautiful about nature cleansing itself. You're a nature guy, Garrett? I wouldn't expect you to get out too much.
The sound of rain is usually peaceful, but I'm finding difficult to think of that way right now. All storms were good for back home, with scaring the livestock and ruining the crops.
We need to get our campfire going again. The torch is almost out.
I'll see if there's any dry wood in here. I'll be right back.
Alright, I guess Teguru still has the choice, doesn't he? Or, wait. Oh yeah, okay, no, never mind. We cycled back, so Rachel, you have the next important choice. Oh, okay, game, thank you. Alright, dry, what the?
Glowing mushrooms?
Eat them.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to eat anything that glows. It's bioluminescent. This cave is actually pretty nice. Probably saved our lives.
Well, except George's, but, you know.
Can never remember which are stalagmites and which are stalactites. Stalagmites are on the ground and stalactites are on the ceiling.
Tight.
You could tell that because stalagmite has a G for ground and stalactite has a C for ceiling.
Wow. Yay, mnemonic devices.
Yay.
Looks like this cave's a little leaky.
You're a little leaky. Ow.
Still way better than our old camp, though. That one was much leakier. That was
Alright.
pyro
Whoa.
levels of leaky.
Ew.
These walls have some interesting patterns. Too bad I don't know anything about geology. All I can do is appreciate aesthetics.
Alright, looks like we got everything. I don't think I can talk to anyone. Come on, game. Alright. No, okay, well, here's some dry wood. So we'll just bring this on over here and go.
Here's one. I think we'll need a bit more, though.
And I see the glowy bit way up here. Alright. I really like the art style of this game.
Hopefully this will get a good blaze going.
Good work, Rita.
Now can we do something about food? I'm starving here.
Hold on, at least let me get the fire going first.
Wait a second. Did anybody hear that?
Look, there's a cat over there. What's a cat doing in here anyway?
It's hiding from us. It must be afraid.
Until we can confirm it's organic, we should assume it's a recon drone.
We should just wait and let it come to us. It's probably scared.
Why don't we just try to grab it? Might be nice to have some company.
Rachel, you're up.
We'll wait for it to come to us. You don't just grab cats. You sure? What if it wanders off and gets into trouble? You're such a cat lady, Jolene.
And you can reverse yourself or...
We'll just wait for it. It'll be fine. We'll just wait and see what happens.
I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. That cat is full of computer chips and spy data.
I agree with Rita.
Wow, no one is listening to Teddy. We're just dismissing his ass. Things aren't looking good for us, are they? It's been a stressful few days.
Maybe we should all take a break. Spend some time trying to calm our nerves. We can take a quick nap, and then this evening we'll deal with the food problem.
Nap time. There's an idea I can get behind. As long as it's only a few hours, there's a lot we need to do.
Just try to relax. Our mental health can be just as important as our physical health. We'll talk more in a few hours.
And no nights. Yay!
Kitty!
Kitty!
Hey, look! It's that cat from before.
Meow!
There you go, little guy.
Meow!
You can stick with us from now on.
Meow!
Oh, great. So now we've got a stupid cat?
Meow!
It's not stupid.
Meow!
It's even has a name tag.
Meow!
It says its name is Mr. Whiskers.
Meow!
Okay, now you're right. That is pretty stupid.
Meow!
I'm going to give it a new name.
Meow!
I'll consult with the random cat namer application on my game.
What?
Meow!
Ah, perfect. You shall now be known as Dobie.
Okay, we've got more important things to deal with now. Meow!
We really need to talk about food. We've been on this island for days. We haven't had nothing to eat.
Meow! There isn't really anything we can do about it. We can't venture out due to the storm. Meow!
Ah, I'm so hungry.
Meow!
Huh.
Garrett? Meow!
Can I talk to you in private for a second, Rita?
I guess so. Meow!
Really?
Yes. What's this all about?
Listen, don't get mad, okay? I've been hanging on to this candy bar since the crash.
Yoshi, you're up. How do you respond?
Well, that's convenient.
Well, isn't that convenient?
No kidding. I'm sorry I didn't say something earlier. I didn't want to bring it up until it was absolutely necessary. I wanted to avoid having people fight over it.
So what's the plan?
Well, there are 2 pieces. I want you to give them out.
It's awfully trusting of you.
I've already betrayed the crew by holding on to them. The last I can do is let you choose for me.
Yoshi, go ahead.
We should eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
If there's 2 pieces, we should eat them ourselves and not let the others know.
We could we? Are you testing me?
Go ahead, Yoshi.
Serious.
All right.
I'm not kidding around, Garrett. This is life or death. Let's eat them.
You're right. We have to look out after ourselves. Thanks, Rita.
Jesus.
Okay, so we'll just keep this between us.
Yeah. Let's head back.
All right, next major decision is on Kalo. What took so long?
Nothing. Garrett just wanted to talk.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
TC says, no offense, but that was a dick move there, Yoshi. Well, I guess this is the end for us. Nothing to eat.
At least we have this fire going. Nothing much to do now until it's time to sleep, I suppose.
Alright, so now it's time to talk to people. I think the cat is a separate thing. Let's see. So, Kalo, who would you like to speak to first? I believe the cat is just a separate one.
Give you a bite to eat if I could, but we're a little strapped for supplies right now. If you can hunt down a mouse or something, you'll be eating better than we are, honestly.
Yeah, I thought that was just a minor thing. Alright. Wow. Okay, please don't do that right beside my ear. It gives me very confusing emotions. Right? Kalo, you're up. Still, go ahead and pick one of the 4 major characters to speak to.
Yay, making kitty purr noises.
Yes. Kalo says he misses George. I do too. And he wants to talk to Garrett. Alright, Kalo, you have all dialogue options for this one.
What is it?
Oh. Go ahead, Kalo. What would you like to say to Garrett? Kalo selects?
Nothing. Just keep acting natural.
Jeez, you're making me nervous.
Okay. TC, who would you like to speak to? Select one of the other 3 major characters. TC selects to speak to Steve.
What were you and Garrett talking about back there?
Go ahead and pick of those, TC.
He needed some support. Garrett just needed some emotional support. This whole survival thing has been pretty rough on him.
Well, good thing he asked to talk to you. Nothing I would have told him would have made him feel any better.
That's very positive, Steve. Your turn, Tech. Who would you like to speak to between these 2?
Kitty.
Kitty. Yeah, I like Kitty Face. Kitty Face is adorable. Ayla says, any mice that cat gets, pinch them and cook them. When she first said that, I forgot what pinch meant for her, and I'm like, what? Why would I pinch them before cooking them? And now I get it. Tet Guru says, gotta have some more crazy Teddy. I'm not gonna ask about your secret discussion with Garrett. I know how to use sonar like a bat. I could see exactly what you did from over where I was standing.
You heard us?
Yeah, now I know all about your plan to inject me with experimental drugs while I sleep.
Oh, is that what you think?
Are you toying with me? Leave me be, you schemer.
Jesus.
All right, Rachel, you're up for Julie.
So what exactly was going on with you and Garrett a minute ago?
Would you like to respond?
He's been scared lately. Garrett just needed some emotional support. He's been pretty scared lately.
Kayla screams, I'm voting Teddy off the island.
Cowering's no way to deal with fear. My mother always taught me to face my problems head on. Well, that's just not how Garrett is, I guess. Evidently not.
All right, time to turn in for the night.
Guess we're sleeping in this cave tonight. Good night, everyone.
Good night. I'd hardly call it a good night, but I guess we need some sleep.
If I die before we wake, it's been a pleasure knowing you all.
Despite the circumstances, let's at least try to get a good rest. Good night, everyone.
Oh. Day 5. We've made it this far, even though we haven't had anything to eat. Well, 3 of us haven't had anything to eat.
Looks like we survived another night. Things are looking up.
Barely. My stomach feels like it's gonna implode.
Quit whining, Teddy. This isn't exactly easy for any of us. We did everything we could with the food we had yesterday.
Oh, Rita, why? Wait, what? Apparently no one caught what she just said. I know. Let up a little. I'm just running on fumes here.
Sounded like the storm had finally ended.
Well, at least there's a bit of good news. Dobie seems happy enough. Maybe things are going to be okay.
Meow. We're completely out of food. We're gonna need to find more. Now that the storm's over, it's as good a time as any to go foraging.
I'm not really feeling up to that. Not having eaten in 4 days is starting to catch up with me.
I'm not feeling too well on account of lacking food. I don't think it would be wise for me to venture out.
I feel pretty weak. I'm just going to stay in the cave today, I think.
Oh. Well, I'm feeling good enough to go out. Garrett, why don't you come with me?
Oh, right.
Okay then, let's head out. Oh, if the people you fed the candy bar could forage.
Exactly. Everything in the game is connected. It's very cool.
Dobie. Kitty.
Alright. Wow. Yeah, that storm kind of fucked up everything on the island here.
Wow, the storm really messed everything up.
Thankfully, we left camp when we did. Otherwise, we'd be part of that mess.
No kidding. Anyway, we should focus on trying to find some food, but I'm not sure which direction we should head in.
Let's look around a bit and see if we can find any clues.
Alright, so...
This area looks a little strange, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Almost looks like someone purposefully cleared these trees. The wind wouldn't have snapped them this cleanly.
Maybe we should follow the clearing and see where it leads.
we're gonna keep looking for a second, just so I can show you all the options here.
We shouldn't stop searching for clues yet. There might be some other way of finding food.
Let's see if there's anything else here. TC asked what happens if we had stayed at the camp. I could answer that, because that's how I did it the first time, but seriously, go buy the game if you want to know. We're playing this through once.
Looks like more plane wreckage.
Ah!
Oh, what have you got there, Dobie? Meow. Wait, that's a logo. Is that a bus? But this is clearly scrapped from the plane. After everything we found proving Dyscourse Air's incompetence, I'm almost not surprised by this. Building planes out of old bus parts? It's too weird to be real, but here we are. Meow. Good find, Dobie. Once we get out of here, we'll make sure Dyscourse Air gets what's coming to them.
Yeah, what do you think of Dyscourse Air, the Akamura?
It's definitely Russian-based.
Russian-based?
Hey, Garrett, look over here. There's a whole bunch of seagulls over this way. There might be something edible along the coast that they're attracted to. There wouldn't be this many around if there was nothing to eat.
I don't know. That storm might have destroyed anything useful left on the coast.
Alright, so that is your option, and Yoshi, you are up. You only have those two options, the coast to the left or the clean-cut trees to the right. Which would you like to explore?
I
Clean
thought
cut.
he made the candy bar thing, or?
Wait. Did you say do the candy bar thing? Oh, yeah, you did. Never mind. That's
Oh,
Kayla's
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
My apologies. Kayla, you are up then. I apologize. Do you want to go west where the seagulls are or east where the clean-cut trees are? Please make your selection in the chat box.
Somewhere.
Make it tactile.
Kalo selects the clean-cut trees, so we are heading east.
Not exactly sure what to make of these trees.
See you, buddy.
What do you think we should try venturing out?
We should go this way.
Yes.
Let's go this way and investigate. Kitty! Oh my god, kitty scampers!
Yep, kitty scampers.
Whoa, this is weird. Completely man-made. It's crazy that this has just been on this island this whole time.
There could be actual people on this island.
I don't know about that. This area looks like it was deserted a long time ago.
There could be loot inside. We should check it out.
Alright, let's check it out after examining everything around
Looks
here.
like some sort of military base. Wonder how long this has been here.
Okay, can't see that way.
These chains won't budge. The whole gate is locked up tight.
That's not good. What's the plan, Rita?
Maybe there's another way in.
Well, we'll have to look around a bit more, I guess.
Alternately, we could punch the door until it gives.
Yeah, it does not look all that
Oh,
stable.
it's rusted.
What does this mean? Free Wi-Fi?
No, it doesn't. Rita.
Have you seen the video of GTA 5 where the guy threw a grenade at a door that wasn't opening and it knocked down the fencing around the door?
I have not, and I
wow.
want to see that. Okay, I'll have to pull up that video.
We could try climbing up and over this tree, up this tree and over the fence.
Kalo screams, "This sounds like a job for the trusty frying pan."
Good idea. Let's get in there.
I love the simplistic
And Garrett
animation.
impales himself on the barbed wire. Or not. Hazard.
Hazard. Okay, exploring everything except for the obvious thing.
There are bombs here? They look pretty hollow and harmless. Still, this place gives me the creeps. Everything's all boarded up. Guess nobody's been around here for a while. Purple truck? No way that's an official military vehicle. Kitty!
Kitty. What do you have to say, Garrett?
I certainly wasn't expecting to find a military base out here.
Yeah, I don't know what I thought would happen, but this sure is a surprise.
It definitely seems deserted, though. Nobody's been around here for quite some time.
You're right about that. Crack open the bomb shelter, there might be MREs.
Ooh,
Still,
yeah.
we should have a good look around for supplies. Just remember, no one can make the omelet taste better.
Oh, that's a big laptop.
Hey look, this is some kind of underground bunker.
There might be supplies in there. We should check it out.
Yes, let's check out the underground bunker.
It's gonna be full of rabid dogs, isn't it?
Huh.
It's really dark in here.
Yosh,
There must be a light switch or something.
is the glare getting you or something?
You
I am
think this place
extremely
is
tired.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's
I'm
okay.
falling asleep at periods.
And games are always generators to turn on. Let's look for one.
It's so meta.
It is.
Good thinking. Let's feel around and see if we can find anything like that. It's so Far Cry.
Man, totally lost.
Got it. Now we can take a look around. Gross. A bunch of empty cans of beans. Somebody was eating down here, but it was a long time ago. Wonder where they went.
Oh, hey! The two-headed California animal, that is a Fallout reference. That's the flag of the new California Republic in Fallout. I didn't catch that the first time.
Wow, this computer looks old. At least I think it's a computer. only there was internet down here, we'd be as good as saved. Doesn't even look like this thing can turn on anymore, though. I'm really glad this thing still works. Wouldn't want to be fumbling around in here in pitch darkness.
Oh, wow. Rita, look over here.
Hi.
Is that food?
Huh? A can of
Slam.
slam.
Because you can't say spam in a game, I guess.
Come on and slam.
There's only one package left. It's super high in calories, so everyone will be able to eat, though.
That's great news.
Why don't you grab it? Then we can get out of here.
Alright. Yoink. And let's see.
There was something on the documents table there.
Yep.
Nothing left in here. We don't have any milk for it anyway. Looks like a bunch of destroyed radio equipment. Doesn't even look like all the pieces are here. Probably beyond repair.
Tink has re-entered the chat, so we'll put her at the end of the rotation.
You see stuff like this in games, but it's so different in real life. I don't feel like there are any mechanics that I can exploit in real life.
Maybe you need to find the connection between the real world and your games.
Well, games are a human construct. The world, not so much.
Humans are a world construct.
Well, what I'm saying is when you try to mix the two, you just find yourself in trouble.
Huh. Okay. This is different for me. Let's see. Who's off? TC, I believe? Tekuru selects.
Is something going on? Sounds like you might have some experience with this.
I'm really good at games and finding exploits, Rita.
Yeah, Garrett, I believe you there.
No, really good.
Tekuru. Pick one of those two. Alright. Tech Guru selects.
So what happened?
I play this game, Eva Online, and it's a space simulator.
Oh,
Aside
God.
from my guild, hundreds of thousands of other people all play together.
Once more, Tech Guru. Which of those options do you want to pick?
Oh god, the second he said Eve Online, I'm like, oh.
Great
Yeah.
gamer conversation.
It really is. Nice references, too. Kayla says, oh god, Eve flashbacks.
Exactly.
I've thought about playing Eve Online, but I sort of don't want to fall down that rabbit hole.
So it's like another life?
Well, my guild is like my family. I have a job shipping cargo and I have to eat regularly. So yeah, you could say that. In the game, I found a way to make other people credits into my credits.
What good are the credits?
You can convert in-game credits to real money.
Just like Eve Online. Oh boy.
Once more, Tech Guru. How do you respond? But yeah, I've thought about playing Eve, but once I saw how much work it takes and how Eve is pretty much a second job, I'm like, man, no. I don't love any game that much. I don't even love Final Fantasy VI that much.
How much did you take?
About 928,954,793 credits.
About dollars? Garrett?
About
Holy
$100,000.
Oh my god. Okay, so you got caught and that's why you were on the plane?
Yeah, I thought I was in trouble, but then I saw the folder that the guy in the suit had. Apparently, he worked for the government. Then they wanted to know how I did it.
Wow, that's insane. Well, I guess you're off the hook now. There's probably not much left of that government suit.
Huh. So I wonder if Teddy knows about Garrett's dealings? That's really interesting. Okay, I don't believe there's any... Sorry, Garrett. I don't believe there's anything else here. No, there is not. Okay, we are getting the hell out of here. And Tink, you'll have the next set of choices.
Time to head back to the surface.
Guru says, and here we thought Teddy was the bad guy. Plot twist.
Kitty.
Now, all we've got to do is get out of here.
Now that you mention it, how are we supposed to do that? We can't get onto the tree from this side of the fence.
Crap. I knew this was too easy. Actually, wait. The fence over there looks weak. Maybe we can just break through it.
Guess we're not getting out of here unless we're willing to take down the part of this fence. See if there's anything else in the yard.
I'll go see if I can break that part. Wait here, Dobie.
Meow. He's not gonna listen if you keep calling him that. His name tag says Mr. Whiskers. Meow.
You'll get used to it in time, I'm sure. Anyway, let's get this fence down.
Meow. Oh shit!
Did you hear that?
Yeah, there was a click.
I felt something pressed down under my foot.
Don't move.
Tink, this is
Don't
your call.
move.
How do you pick?
Don't
What do you pick?
Move, don't move, don't move.
The Akamura is literally tense here and is slightly
Slowly
freaking out.
back away. Deactivate it.
It's probably
Pick it
nothing.
up and throw it further down the hall. Then throw a rock.
There is no hall.
You'll
It's nothing
attract a man. He'll blow his ass up. It will attract more shitholes. So you want to throw some C4 down.
Tink says.
Don't move. I think this is serious. Don't move, Garrett.
I don't want to explode.
You're not going to explode. Meow.
Rita, the cat!
Oh, shit.
Mr. Whisker, stop!
Holy man, that was close. Make sure he doesn't come over here again, okay?
Jesus, I didn't get that last time.
Of
God.
course. Just hang on, Garrett. There must be something around here that can help.
Maybe back in the bunker? There must be a way to deactivate these mines.
I'll see what I can find. Take the
Holy
caterpillar with you.
caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar. Okay, all this stuff would just give the same response, but there's this sign.
These look like instructions. They're pretty unclear, though. Guess this is all I have to go on. Better take a close look.
Alright, I'll let this sit here for a few seconds. This will be Tink's decision what is coming up. Alright. Let's go speak to Garrett one more time.
Yes, the frying pan is going to help you.
I like the detail that she actually turns off the lights before she goes up. Yeah, Kayla is screaming for the frying pan here. Yoshi?
Well, Rita, what should I do?
Okay. They had time to look at the thing.
What does the mine look like? Are there buttons or switches on it all?
There are 2 buttons on the side, one green and one orange. Looks like some sort of diagram. I wonder what it means.
Alright, Tink, this is your call. Do you need more time to think, or do you want him to press one of the buttons? Select which option you would like him to do. Have you ever played EVE Online, Yoshi? Because I'm like, the only MMOs I played UO.
Wait, was Eva a spaceship one or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I downloaded it at least, but I didn't actually play it.
Gotcha.
Tink says the green button.
Alright.
Woohoo!
Press
Green
the
for
green
go. Are you sure about this, Rita? These puzzles can get a little tricky.
Your call, Tink. Are you sure to press the green one, or would you like more time to think?
This should be fun.
Yeah, we played. I know you and I played Ultima. We played World of
Yeah.
Warcraft for a minute.
City of Heroes.
City of Heroes
was the best.
That was the
I
big
enjoyed
one
it.
that you and I played.
Yeah, I enjoyed UO though, or Ultima Online.
Tink selects.
Yeah, press the green one.
Well, if you think you've solved it. All right, I'm stepping off now. I really hope that worked.
Congratulations, Tink. You killed a man.
Kilo says if it does go boom, then we get.
God! I can't believe that actually just happened. I need to get this food back to camp and tell the others what happened here. Oh, Garrett, how did things end up like this? At least you made it out of this, Dobie.
Tink says, yay, I killed my friend, and Kayla says, yay, no more witnesses. Wow. We have a bunch of evil peeps in our Blazing Hawks.
Can't speak English.
I wonder if that would have been different if we had an extra person with us.
It could have been.
I made it back. Now I'll have to explain what happened to Garrett. At least I've got this food. I feel terrible if this is all for nothing. Okay, here goes. Everyone's dead!
Kayla says now we can't tell people that we ate the candy bar. That is an interesting point.
I'm back. What do you mean? Where's Garrett? Garrett's dead. Oh no! What happened? We found this military base further inland. There were landmines all around and Garrett triggered one. Oh my, this is terrible. But he didn't die in vain. I made it back with enough food for everyone.
Aside from the food, things aren't looking too good today.
That food is Garrett's last gift to us. We should make sure we eat well so this loss wasn't for nothing. Yeah, come get something to eat.
I guess when you're desperate, spam works as well as anything else. Actually, probably better stuff.
Spam! Wonderful spam! Or
Kayla.
slam!
Kayla says 2 down, 3 to go, and makes a smiley face. And Tink agrees with the smiley face as well. Like I said, I got a bunch of dicks for fans.
Slum, slum, slum,
You're
slum,
telling
slum,
me.
slum,
No
slum,
home
slum.
cooking, but it's gonna hit the spot. Yeah.
This is pretty much home cooking for me. My cooking skills aren't spectacular.
Oh, Steve, I could whip up something that...
That's nice, Jolene.
We've been on this island for 5 days now. We've got to do something. Let's just enjoy our food for now.
I don't think that will be too difficult.
We can deal with this tomorrow. There's no reason to ruin the moment. We should start getting ready for bed. Man, I'm tired. Shouldn't stay up too long.
Okay, let's see.
Kitty.
You're up. Who do you want to speak to of the 3 major characters?
Let's
Kayla.
talk to Steve.
Steve.
You know, I think this cave is better than that little shelter we built on the beach.
Yosh.
Sorry, I was reading their
You're
comments.
fine.
I think this cave is better than the studio that I was living in back home.
What? Surely you had better digs than this.
Nope, I had no reason to. I have no wife or kids, and I really don't need much space.
You.
Why don't you have a family? Why don't you have a family? Is settling down just not your thing?
I don't know. I've never really found the right person. I spent too long with commitment issues, and now that I'm this age, it's slim pickings.
I see.
I've kind of moved on from having an extended relationship.
Well, as long as you're happy, I suppose.
Yeah, as long as I'm happy.
Alright, Yosh, who do you want to talk to between the remaining 2?
Neither. Talk to the fire.
Talk to the fire? We could just say fuck it and go to sleep if you want to.
No, let's get. Wait, can we talk to the
Caleb
kitty?
says Steve
Stay awake
dies
longer
next.
than.
I don't miss
How about talking to the kitty?
No, we can kind of shove the kitty around. And he does
Nice.
little scampers.
Okay, well, okay. Teddy.
Teddy? Alright.
I can't believe I didn't think of this right away. I'm so stupid. The island is obviously getting to me.
What are you talking about, Teddy?
I mean this cave. What are the odds of a cave being right here?
Probably about the same odds of a cave being anywhere else.
Exactly.
I'm not following.
This means that we can conclude that this cave was no doubt made by the government.
I don't see where that came from.
They wouldn't be able to pull it off without a spy in their ranks, though. The real question is, who is the spy?
You're the spy. You're the spy. You're the spy. Whatever, Teddy. I'm going to sleep. You were the turkey all along.
All right. Kalo, you've got dialogue options for Jolene.
Hey, Jolene. Your parents must be worried sick about you. You know, I didn't even really think about it. Been so caught up in everything, I kind of forgot about home. Oh, honey, traveling and experiences aren't anything without a place to go back to. I don't know. I'm not very close with my family. My parents haven't been together since I was very young. I've always been pretty independent. A strong woman. That's why I like you, Rita. It's good to have you around now that George is gone.
Ouch.
Well, I'm glad I can help. He was a good man. Yes, he was. I think it's about time I got some rest. Alright, good night, Jolene.
Ah, no dialogue options there. Never mind, Kalo. You'll have the next choices then. Oh,
Well, I guess it's time to try and get some sleep.
Kalo says, God, got over that quick, didn't she? Yeah, there's a thing going on between them that you don't get to know doing the route we're doing, apparently. Like, all the characters do have their own backstories, and apparently you can't find all of them on one playthrough. It forces you to play several times.
I can. Well, wait,
Huh?
never mind.
What is it? Hey, wait, what's that smell? It's kind of like rotten egg or sulfur.
Oh no!
Damn it, Rita, remember your chem classes! Oh god, I bet it's volcanic gas! Everyone wake up, we need to get the hell out of here! The others aren't getting up. I need help.
Oh, shit. Okay, Kalo, who do we pull out of here first? Or speak to? God damn, I didn't realize none of them would wake up. Kalo, it's your choice. Kalo is begging for an earth-shattering kaboom. Kalo selects Steve. So we will drag Steve out of the cave.
Stay with me, Steve. I'm gonna get you out. Drag. There you go, Steve. You're safe, except for all the glass in your shirt now.
Oh, looks like my luck hasn't run out completely yet.
Steve is in no shape to help out. I'm gonna need to save who I can myself.
All right, TC, do we go back in to save someone else or do we stay outside? If we go back in, you can also select who we save.
There are lives at risk here. I need to save everyone I can.
I think it's because I'm at a weird angle, so I don't have my eyes constantly on the thing, so I keep getting confused.
The gas is overwhelming. I need to hurry up.
All right, TC, who do we save, Teddy or Jolene? TC has selected to choose Teddy. Come on, buddy.
Teddy, don't give up. I'm getting you out of this.
Leaving Jolene last.
God, I can't breathe.
Aw, TC says let Jolene be with George. That's very sad.
There you go, Teddy. You're safe.
Oh,
Yeah. There's still a plan for me to be alive.
Really hard to breathe in there. I can feel the gas filling my lungs. There's no way I'd be able to do this if I didn't have the strength from eating.
oh. All right, Tech Guru, your choice. Go back in and save Jolene or stay outside. Tech Guru says Jolene is boring, stay outside.
Can't go back in there. I think I'd pass out. Jolene, I'm sorry. It's been a terrible start to the day. I should rest up a moment and head back out to the old camp to regroup. We can eat the food I found yesterday too. Maybe that'll help a bit. Oh shit, I left the food in the cave!
Did you?
No.
No, she grabbed the
Oh.
flares.
So yeah, Ayla is all flipping out in the chat.
We made it.
It's amazing. Rita's like letting people die left and
Says
right.
3 down, 2 to go. Y'all are a bunch of sociopaths, you know that? Suppose it's lucky we got out of that cave, but I can't believe we lost Jolene. I think this island's trying to kill us.
Okay, we're all goners if we don't figure something out.
Calling all extraterrestrial beings, we submit. Take us to your leader.
We need to try to come up with a way to get off of this island.
What do you suggest then, Rita? Maybe you just need to accept we might never get rescued.
Aww, Mr. Whiskers is laying his ears. I refuse to believe that we're stuck here. We're gonna find a way off of this island. I have to light every single flare into Teddy's face.
I'm assuming you're doing that so you can contact the aliens?
That's not the idea, Teddy.
Then what is it?
Think, Rita, think. Wait a second. What about...
Alright, let's see. Tink, this is you. There's the far side of the island, the offshore light, or the mountain. Very important choice. Which of these 3 options is our best chance at getting off of here alive?
That is a lot of keyboard spam.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out, and Ayla is sad because of Jolene's death.
If it's alright, I'm gonna go run and grab a pillow, because this ottoman is starting to burn my ass.
Okay. I'll voice Rita if Tink... Okay, Tink selects the offshore light. What about that light that we saw out in the water? We could make a raft or something and try to get out to it. I have no idea what it is. It could be a shiny rock or something. Tink, go ahead and select again. Do you confirm that we should do this, or should we think about it a little bit more and choose something else? Yay, the Akamura's back that fast. Pillow butt. Butt pillow.
I'd rather Teddy had snuffed it.
Now, see, Ayla, this is why you need to pick up the game. By the way, Dyscourse is only like $10 on Steam, so, you know, go buy it. Ayla points out that George's sacrifice has been for naught since we let Jolene die.
Oh,
Oh, God.
that's why Mr. Whiskers is laying his ear.
Oh. Oh, it's £10.99 for them. So it's a little more expensive than I thought it was. So it's probably 15 for us then.
We should do this.
Oh yeah, Tink said that. Okay, so yes, sorry.
Doing nothing isn't going to save us. I think this is a good plan.
At this point, I guess I'm up for anything.
Alright, I suppose it's worth an attempt.
It's settled then. We need to make a raft and find a way out to that light.
Zoom in on the kitty.
Oh, Mr. Whiskers is an unhappy camper.
He is. But he still does scampers.
This beach looks like it's as good a place as any to build a raft. Maybe some of this wood and debris could be of use. Someone should look for useful supplies while the others work on the raft. I'd like to stay behind and work on the raft. Who wants to search for supplies?
Well, you seem to know what's going on. Why don't you just pick it out who does it?
Okay then.
Alright, you are up, Rachel.
Alright,
so-
we're gonna send Steve to find supplies, because I'm pretty sure Teddy is just going to go eat his own shit.
Okay.
Shit eater.
Steve, why don't you see if you can find any supplies?
I guess it's better than lugging around wet logs all day.
Let's get started on this raft then, Rita.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh.
Montage. Or time passage. Something.
Wow.
Raft.
Whew, that was pretty intense. At least the raft is finally complete. Oh, it's all their sleepy things and some shirts.
Yep.
I think the body of the raft came out great. No way I could have done that alone.
My intensive training in wilderness survival wasn't for nothing, you know. I suppose we did function well as a unit.
Our sail looks really solid too. Where the heck did you find the clothes for the sail?
Stumbled across some luggage from the crash on the beach. I remembered I had my stapler with me, and voila. It's getting late. We should be heading back to the camp soon.
I made a good choice.
You did.
Good thinking. We'll get a full night's rest and depart in the morning.
Kitty scampers are adorable scampers.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Our old camp isn't in great shape, and we've lost our fire. But I guess it'll do for one more night.
Alright, we can talk to either. Who would you like to speak to there, Yoshi? We have to speak to them both.
Teddy.
Teddy first? Alright.
Hello, Rita.
Do you think that offshore light is going to help us?
Well, it might not even be there.
What are you talking about?
There is just as good of a chance of us just imagining a light as there is of it actually being there.
So you think we're just making it up in our heads?
After being out on an island this long, we very well could. It's the weakness of the human mind.
Well, I sure hope you're wrong.
Me too, Rita.
Okay, Teddy, I'm gonna get some sleep now.
Well, night, Rita. Just remember, sleep with one eye open.
I'm going to stab you in the throat.
What is this thing over here? Is that just a rock? Oh, there's a thing.
Looks like it's one more night in my old spot, then out to sea.
Oh shit, no, don't go to sleep yet. Okay, Kalo, you are up.
Hey, Rita.
Hey, Steve. Are you looking forward to actually trying to get off this island?
I'm looking forward to this whole disaster being over, one way or another.
How do you respond, Kalo?
That's a bit dark.
It is a little dark.
Dude, I like that sentence.
Ah, the kitty does ear twitches. Alright, Kalo selects.
Me too, Steve. Me too.
I'm just so sick of it all. This whole situation is crap.
I think maybe some sleep would do us some good.
Yeah. Well, night, Rita.
Night. Everybody else is going to bed. I guess I should too. Looks like it's one more night in my old spot, then out to sea. Good night. Ah, Mr. Whiskers!
Bah, Mr. Whiskers.
Kitty. Okay, here we go. So long, Island. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Alright, I guess we talk to
We
everybody.
can talk to the cat. Dobie, do you want to come with us? Meow.
Bah!
Okay then, welcome aboard, sailor.
Alright.
Are we sure that this thing's going to hold up?
Not a clue.
Oh, great. Oh, I guess this is a good way to speed up death.
Hey now, could also save us.
Could being the operative word here.
I sure hope that the aliens don't notice us leaving. We're gonna be vulnerable out there.
Even if there are aliens, I doubt they care about a few people stuck on an island.
Are you kidding? They could pick us off and no one would even notice. We're the perfect test subjects. Aliens are smarter than you think, Rita.
Okay, Teddy.
Alright, let's start sailing on through. Hey, we have our flares too. I didn't notice that.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here.
I don't know how you're gonna keep that cigarette lit there, Steve, but whatever. Whatever floats your raft.
Waterproof.
Waterproof cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, I'll put, let's see, we're coming close to the end, so, I'm trying to think, yeah, we'll give TC the next major decision. Anyway.
This was a bad idea.
The fuck, game? Controller? Ass? There we go.
What are you talking about?
I made some calculations. Our odds of survival are rather low.
It's a little late to be speaking up now, Teddy.
Yosh?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Waiting until we are on the raft to make these calculations seem like the right choice.
Well, I had to factor in the systematic extraterrestrial invasion algorithm.
My bad.
And with only sane to write in, it took a while to reinitialize the nomadic variables.
That makes sense. Shouldn't
sorry.
jump to conclusions.
Exactly.
See, Rita, it's just as simple as that.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Kalo and Tink want to eat Teddy before this is over.
Just trust me. I've subtracted the...
Yeah, no, I trust you.
Then why are you so calm?
That's nice, Teddy.
Aw,
See, that's nice, Tim.
she dead.
Well, I guess this is going well. We're on our own out here now.
Aw, Mr. Whiskers is laying his ears again.
Yes.
Yeah, if something goes wrong now, nobody will ever find us. We're so far from everything.
I wouldn't worry too much about that.
What are you talking about, Teddy?
Well, it may seem like we're alone, but you're forgetting about the nanites.
All right, Teddy. I'll humor you. What are nanites?
What? How could you not know about this? They're microscopic robots that are all around us.
What?
And they're floating around us in the air at all times.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, you can choose to believe it or not. How do you think cell phones work?
Teddy, I'm pretty sure. No, you know what? Never mind. We should get some rest so we don't get seasick.
I love
just like to
Teddy.
imagine Teddy the entire time is
Nanites.
just spewing mucus everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
The light's a long ways out, but I bet we'll get there today.
I think we're going to be fine.
Let's keep on sailing.
Ayla says, I hate Teddy. Hey, yeah, harmonica accompaniment to sailing.
Wow, we're getting really close. Wait, it looks really small. Guess we're gonna find out. Here it comes.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh man, I can't believe we came all this way for a stupid boy.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and do some damage to it then?
What? Why would we do that?
What if... Wait, if it's broken, maybe the people who run it will come to fix it.
Oh, let's bust this thing.
That ought to do it. Guess we have to turn back now. Can't last out here waiting if we're all starving. In the meantime, I guess we should see if we can catch some... We could see if we can catch some fish.
Smack, smack. I love that animation.
Frying
Kayla
pan
says,
logic.
trusty frying pan.
Finally,
Yes.
that thing comes in handy. Hey, we actually
Oh,
caught some
fish.
fucking fish.
Looks like I'm... Oh, God, why am I doing the line?
I don't know. Looks like I'm the only one of us who had any luck.
That's not entirely true. Dahobi caught a little something too.
Yeah, and they promptly ate it. At least our pet won't starve.
That's not what I meant. Come on, guys. I think I did pretty good considering I was just scooping stuff up in a frying pan of all things.
Well, you're the only one of us who managed to catch anything. Naturally, you'll be the one. You'll be eating one of these. Question is, who eats the other one?
All right, TC, that's your choice. Who do we give the other fish to? Let me know in the comments.
Are you giving it to me?
Yes, you eat it, Steve.
Huh. Thanks.
This stinks. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, see, she's required to eat one.
This is just how it is. Guess we should start getting ready to sleep.
We need to be careful while we are sailing.
What do you mean? It's not like there's a whole lot we can do out here.
Well, we need to be paying attention to the water.
What do you
What are you talking about, Teddy?
There were obviously people on this island at one point.
And what does that have to do with anything?
That means that there's about an 84% chance that there are mines in the water.
What? There's no way.
Everyone knows that if you're on an island for any amount of time, you need to set up perimeters.
Does everyone know that?
I was about to suggest it myself, but then we decided to try the raft method.
Well,
let's be glad we chose the raft method then.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Never mind.
Alright, I think it's time we try to get some sleep. Hey Steve, why don't you light some of these flares with your cigarette and we can send them up?
That would have been... Ah.
Oh, that was a rough night.
Teddy's not getting up.
Oh no, after all this time he just couldn't handle the hunger anymore. Hey, is that a helicopter? Quick, shove the corpse off!
It is! I can't believe it! It's going to pass right overhead. We need to do something.
I've got this.
Woo, flare gun.
Oh, why she has it in her hand.
Ah, not a gun apparently, just a flare.
Oh. Did they see?
I think so. They're turning around.
I knew this raft was a good idea.
Here they come. This is it.
I can't believe this. We're finally going home. Woohoo! Yeah! Suck it.
This barely even seems real. We're actually going home. Sorry we can't give you a proper burial, Teddy. Oh my god, Teddy! Okay, that's it. Time to get out of here.
Kitty!
Come here, Mr. Whiskers.
Ah. I'm sure everyone in the comments will be happy that that happened to Teddy.
Sure.
Yay! Survivors found after Dyscourse Air Flight 404. Nice. Flight 404 crash. Rescue team brings home survivors after their struggle with nature. George and Jolene Hatfield estate sale. Deceased couple's famous estate up for sale. Everything must go. What the fuck, game? Come on! Don't be dicks. There we go. 8 lives left. 8 lives left. Oh. 8 lives left. Animal shelter closes after lack of funding. I don't know what that has to do with anything or what that has to do with... I don't know. Ocean Agency upset about vandalized equipment. Agency rep expressed anger after replacement of expensive tsunami buoy equipment. We have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to vandalism. We're trying to save lives here. Irony. Landmine removal campaign begun by Woman with Survivors Guild. Rita Lockett starts landmine removal campaign to save others in a way she herself could not. Aww. Island victim George Hatfield receives critical acclaim for recently discovered love notes and poems. I liked his work before he died. By Radek Smektala. See, we didn't get to find that out about George. We didn't know he did poems and such.
Oh.
New number one bestseller, The Man Behind the Stapler by Stephen Coffey. Order a copy today.
Coffee.
Jolene Hatfield Photography Fund, founded to honor plane crash victim, helps students at the college pursue their dreams.
The college.
Dyscourse Air bankruptcy. CEO jailed for engineering code violation. Dyscourse Air loses massive lawsuit. Company folds under pressure. Fallen gamer honored in world's largest virtual memorial service. He was a really cool dude. Fellow guild member Fat Dave. Monument erected outside of Area 51 for a lost conspiracy theorist. A loss of one of the greats. And that is the final shot of everybody's
Flight 404.
status.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Teddy redacted.
Teddy redacted.
Steve Coffee.
Yeah, and Steve says, I thought I was going to die. I probably still will. Aw. And I love Rita's statement. It's very meta. I felt like I wasn't even in control of myself. It was such a surreal experience. So, there you go, everyone. We got 2 of us saved, and Teddy got eaten by a shark, so I think we can call this a win. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Oh yeah, Tech Guru says at least Teddy will be immortal with his monument now. And, yeah, indeed. So anyway, we did kind of shitty, all things considered, but at least we survived as Rita, because, you know, fuck the rest. Alright, but, so yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. That is Dyscourse. You can pick it up on Steam. The link is in the video description. And if you enjoyed this, please check out my other streaming Sundays, where I try to do more audience participation, which I promise, are not usually quite this sloppy, but it is what it is. We'll always try to do better. So you can join us every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on hitbox.tv/PyroFalkonLPE. And if you enjoyed the video, a like, a subscription, or a comment would be greatly appreciated. So do you two have any final words you want to say?
That was an awesome game. I liked how we could, like, choose to kill people, pretty much.
Yes. Oh yeah, TC asks, how many survived in my personal playthrough? I kept 4. I lost Garrett due to something I'm not going to reveal, and Teddy, I actually lost him in the exact same way. I did the raft, I chose not to give him a fish, and he died. So, whatever. I'm actually curious about going back and trying to save Steve and Garrett, since they have both died in both my playthroughs now, and I want to see how they can turn things around. So the game has a lot of replayability, and apparently there is a best ending. There is some way that you can get through the game without anyone dying, and I think there's a way you can get through the game with everybody dying. So, you know, it'll be fun to kind of screw around with the different options and see what happens. This is one of the best games I've played for this kind of thing. And the Akamura bought this for me, by the way. So
Yep.
Yay.
super fun game. Dyscourse. Buy it on
And
Steam.
Now that you're done with it, I'm gonna play the hell out of it.
I know,
You can't
right?
stop me. You can't stop me.
This game's awesome. So thanks for watching, everyone. And if you're watching this on Hitbox, stick around. I'm doing an after party, probably without Yoshi and possibly without the Akamura, but I'm still going to do an after party. But if you're watching this on YouTube, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for another stream.